On behalf of the school board, administration, staff, and the entire community, I welcome you to the Nicolet High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. I am Dr. Greg Cabara, Superintendent of Nicolet High School, and it is my honor and privilege to be here today to recognize the members of the class of 2020 for their outstanding contributions to Nicolet High School. These students will become the next generation of alumni who will etch their names in the rich history of excellence at Nicolet High School. Thank you to our parents and families who have allowed us to work with your children over the past 4 years. The class of 2020, congratulations in advance, and thank you for your amazing contributions to the Nicolet learning community. A special thank you to all of our staff, and especially to the teachers who will be retiring with the class of 2020. At this time, I would like to recognize our retirees. Mr. Ignacio Estrada, mathematics teacher, for 23 years of service in education. Mr. Brian Dew, mathematics teacher, 27 years of service in education. Mr. Elliot Scheuer, mathematics teacher, 27 years of service in education. And Miss Lynn Dice, health and wellness teacher, for her 33 years of service in education. Congratulations to our retirees. To the class of 2020, this school year has ended in a most unprecedented manner, and our future remains as an undetermined challenge. But by no means has this unusual ending diminished the great accomplishments of this class. I want to thank the class of 2020 for an outstanding high school career and wish you the best in your future endeavors. I would like to leave you with 3 brief lessons before you depart Nicolet. Lesson 1. Find your passion. When searching for your passion, start with what is in your heart. It was once said, you can Google for an answer, you can Google for a mate, you can Google for a career, but you can't Google to find what's in your heart. End of quote. The key is to find your passion. Whatever it is, learn it, love it, be happy with it, and work hard at it. Find the thing that helps define you. It may not be what you're doing right now. It may not be what your friends are doing. But find a passion, something that makes you, you. My second lesson is courage. As you move forward beyond Nicolet, you will struggle and/or fail at something. In this, you will need to have the courage to learn, to ask for help, to ask for a second chance, or even to ask for forgiveness. Always have enough courage to help yourself and to help others. Mark Twain said this about courage. With courage, you will dare to take risks, have the strength to be compassionate, and the wisdom to be humble. Continue to have the courage to take risks. Any failure is an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. My third and final lesson is to shine. Country musician Willie Nelson sang a song, "Don't Fade Away," and I quote, "When the world is crashing down and you're left alone on shaky ground, it seems like losing hope's the only way to cope. But you can turn around and see that every precious memory is still inside of you. Just let it shine on through. Don't fade away." Class of 2020, I encourage you to find your passion, have the courage to work hard and take risks, and to continue to shine. Thank you and congratulations.
In our graduating class this year, Nicolet has had the pleasure of welcoming foreign exchange students from 2 different countries, Germany and Japan. It is truly a challenge to come from a different country and fit into a new culture, but these students embraced the challenge and became a part of our school community. As we say goodbye to our new friends, we thank them for all the positive impact they have had on our community and wish them good luck in their futures.
High school is like watching your favorite movie for the first time. It's a little slow at first, you don't quite know where it's going, it brings you to tears, and it's all over way too soon. You only watch it for the first time once, and it's just not quite the same after. Sometimes it felt like Ferris Bueller's Day Off for several months. Sometimes it felt like Inception, especially when you didn't know what the heck was going on. And other times it felt like The Irishman, in that it would just never end. But whether it felt like a Spielberg movie or a Tarantino film, we're in its final act. Frank Capra, director of It's a Wonderful Life, once said, "There are no rules in movie making, only sins. And the cardinal sin is dullness." I look around and I see a group of brave, curious young artists, athletes, and thinkers, new and courageous voices, certainly not dull ones. And after today, we're all gonna get beat down like Rocky by adulthood. And I guess what scares me is that some of us will choose to settle for complacency and cynicism. We will choose not to fulfill our character arcs for the sake of being realistic. And I don't know about you, but my favorite movies are not cynical. They are filled with adventure, wonder, emotion, and magic. I want set pieces for my life like Animal House or Booksmart, not Cats. And in just a little bit, we are all going to have to go into the unknown. Thank you, Elsa. In storytelling, this idea of choosing to accept the call to action is called crossing the threshold. The hero may be reluctant, I know I am, but we owe it to our character development to find that adventure and magic by crossing our threshold. Because we will find ourselves through our choices. And when you think about it, that is all movies are, choices. Choices that cause new problems and solve others. And the heroes we look up to, like Iron Man or Merida from Brave, cue all of the Merida impressions. They all make choices that don't compromise who they are, but rather fulfill who they will become. They hold tight to their dreams and they walk boldly in their direction. And throughout high school, we've had to make a lot of those difficult choices. And in that way, high school is a lot like making the movie. In pre-production our freshman year, we planned the movie. Like the movie Jaws, we were constantly behind schedule with planning for our next steps, always feeling way too short, with lots of studio interference from our parents. Next, we moved into production, where the real magic happens. Our high school years flew by, and we faced problem after problem. Getting by on a shoestring budget, the film was crafted here. We were crafted here. And lastly, just like the original Star Wars, we tried to save it all in the edit. Over our senior year, we've been trying to edit our movies together, reflecting on our last 4 years, and of course, trying to sell our film to the best studios out there. Now, our film is about to screen. The credits will roll. And hopefully, this film is the first of many in a long, very, very profitable franchise. The prequel to the sequel to the adaptation. And like any great movie, it's been a crazy, arduous ride to make it. But our biggest conflicts are still ahead of us. We still have to defeat our Thanoses and find our holy grails. Just like Luke Skywalker, we all started out on our own freshman desert worlds just looking for some power converters. Then we did some weird Force stuff in the woods with Yoda. And then we defeated our emperors. We found our Hans and our Leias along the way, and in the process started to come into our own as the young men and women we were destined to be. To live the life of adventure and magic, Luke still had to take that step onto the Millennium Falcon and fly off into a galaxy far, far away. So cross your threshold, don't be dull, and here's to the sequel.
ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, parents, friends, and most importantly, classmates, the class of 2020. These are unprecedented times. Who would have thought that a generation born in the wake of 9/11 would graduate high school facing the first global pandemic in the last 100 years? And these were not the only events that have shaped our reality. Our childhood was interrupted by shootings at Sandy Hook and in Parkland. Our safety was questioned by terror attacks at the Boston Marathon. And even our Earth was damaged by natural disasters such as Hurricane Katrina and Hurricane Maria. However, despite these events, we are still here, standing stronger than ever. As we learned in chemistry, for each and every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. For all the fear, uncertainty, and panic these events may have caused, we have used that energy to shape ourselves into bold, resilient, and brave individuals who are ready to pave a path for a new tomorrow. We must recognize, however, that we did not get here alone. While it may sound rather cliche, it truly does take a village. We need to thank our parents, our families, our friends, and our teachers for getting us to this moment, because we are moving forward, and it is imperative that we be the people our times have created. As we're closing the door on this portion of our journey, we must recognize this is a stepping stone and not an end. We all know that as one door closes, another door must open. But the real question is, what do we do when we get to those open doors? Well, in some capacity, high school has taught us how to solve complex math equations and create insightful literary analyses. Those are things that we did while we were here, but they're not why we were here. The true purpose of high school was to prepare us to step up to new opportunities with our minds open and our heads held high. So, when we get to those open doors, we mustn't worry. Every minute spent studying for a test, every bead of sweat poured out on the competition floor, and every second spent worrying about the state of our world has not been lost. Rather, it has turned into energy. Energy from our past that we will now use to fuel our future. While this might seem daunting to a group of 18-year-olds, look at what we've accomplished so far. Our theater productions have won a near record-breaking number of Jerry Awards. Our sports teams and athletes have dominated the conference, and our language programs have won numerous accolades. Yes, we've left our mark on the state, but also on our country. Our scientists competed in Orlando and in California. Our robotic experts competed in Detroit, and our mathematicians won thousands of dollars out in New York. But I am confident we will not just stop there. Now is our time to tackle the world. In these unprecedented times, instead of worrying about what we cannot control, we must shift our energy to what we can change. Because if we do not make the changes we know are needed, who knows what will happen? If we are complacent, we inherently become complicit. We cannot afford to compromise who we are and neglect the events that have shaped our character. Some may see the events in our childhood as roadblocks, but we need to start thinking of them as sources of energy. Energy that will address our changing climate. Energy that will secure our nation's standing both at home and abroad. Energy that will ensure a safe school environment for our future students. Our country needs us to be the movers and shakers who will not blindly comply with societal norms so we can solve global epidemics and change the world. Because using our energy and speaking up when no one else will changes everything. So, let me bring us back to chemistry. Each and every action has an equal and opposite reaction. While our coming of age may have been marked by tragedy, our time in high school has created energy. Energy that cannot be destroyed. Our times are truly unprecedented, but unprecedented times create exceptional people. In class of 2020, we are nothing short of exceptional. Congratulations and look forward. Thank you.
Nicolet class of 2020. I would like to say it's been my sincere pleasure in getting to know you this year. I couldn't have asked for a better senior class in my first year as principal at Nicolet High School. Although our time together was shortened, I consider myself fortunate to have worked with you. When we met on the first day of school, a day that seems about 1,000 years ago, I spoke with you about your unique opportunity as seniors to set the tone for the school year in either a positive or a negative way. I'm glad to say you've seized on that opportunity as senior leaders. Without question, you've left an outstanding legacy at NHS, one filled with tremendous academic and athletic accomplishments. As importantly, you cheered and supported each other through your actions, you've made Nicolet High School a better place. You've led the way during an unprecedented and unique time. Your legacy is one which future classes would be wise to model in the areas of effort, achievement, and most importantly, being people of integrity and character. As this chapter of your life closes, I would encourage you to continue to make this type of positive impact and leave a legacy wherever your life's journey takes you. Class of 2020, I'm proud of you. The final chapter of your book as a Nicolet High School student is closing today. But the positive influence you have on others is just beginning and will go far beyond this school. As you move into the next phase of your life, be a person that brings a smile to someone who is hurting. Provide a helping hand to someone who is in need. And be a person who leads life with purpose, integrity, and character. I urge you to make your mark and leave your positive legacy as you move on. I want to congratulate you on your accomplishments and wish you the very best of luck in your future endeavors. Dr. Kabara, I present to you the Nicolet class of 2020. Thank you.
I accept the Nicolet High School graduating class of 2020. Would the class please rise and prepare to accept your diplomas?
Weston John Adamick. Ayushma Adhikari. Hamd Ahmad. Jack Victor Ailstock. Mariah Yvonne Allen. Murtada Al-Sayoud. Ridley John Aranda. Jordan Aronson. Jennifer Rose Asman. Ana Laura Awesome Fuentes. Lauren Anaya Baez. Vladimir R. Bagoon. Julia Claire Baldwin. Emily C. Barnes. Kayla Bates. Rawad Baz. Thomas Malloy Beadle. Lucille Bergren. Jack William Berry. Annika Nina Phoebe Bronwyn Billhartz. Grace Blunk. Maya Grace Bolin. Ari Lauren Destramp Borkin. Natalie Irene Borst. Benjamin Thomas Breland. Lauren Elizabeth Bronick. Taurus Lamont Bryant Jr. Sydney Carolyn Bubb. Christina Cheryl Berger. Enzo Rosario Carini. Laura Carlton. Jaquan Carson. Lauren Rose Kale. Wyatt Augustus Chang. Sebastian Isaiah Cheka. Joseph Nathan Cherney. Kiona Villison Cyrillis. Mackenzie Clark. Shoki Cleveland Jr. Timothy D. Cobbs III. Samuel Thomas Cook. Gwen Rodemeyer Costello. Hallie Craig. Micaiah Kramer. Lillian J. Cronwell. Sadie Elise Cross. William Dietrich. Jacob D. Dvorkin. AJ Kassan Diekman. Helene Marie Colette Diem. Ryan Dobson. Kalea Sky Dolphin. Sophia Piero Donaldson. Shane Kieran Donahue. Daniel Boris Drozdov. Maury Emmett Edelstein. Kennedy Marie Ellis. Natalie Evans. Chris Fernandez. Gabriela Angelina Flores. Shanae L. Gardner. Mary Nora Gatford. Matthew F. Goss. Zachary Godkin. Joanne Gordon. Anna Carolyn Gould. Ethan Gray. Sanyu Makeda Grayson. Reagan Noel Green. Gabriel Nathaniel Goralnik. Natalia J. Gurneau. Lev G. Gutich. Nene Hara. Ella A. Hardin. Michaela Harris. Marian Saint Harris. Mira Sharma Harvey. Christopher Charles Hayes. Shantia Haynes. Taylor J. Hendry. Tyler Jovan Hendry. Benjamin Mark Hirsch. Micaiah Christine Heeb. Joseph John Hill. Cody Brian Hollenbeck. Nicholas Uli Holmes. Rujing Hong. Frederick Hooker III. Kane Howard. Daniel O. Inyang. Nina Iskandarsa. Elizabeth Ann Jensen. Jalen Johnson. Mitchell Irvin Johnstone. Ileana Mila Jones. Cameron Youngers. Sigurds Peter Kukulis. Nicole Carafa. Julia B. Kastner. Maxwell Andrew Katz. Jeremy S. Coffert. Leighton Kennedy. Antoine T. Kilpatrick. Jordan Alexander King. Zoe Kinsler. Andrew Klein. Matthew James Klopp. Joseph Krug. Kyle John Krychowiak. Marcel Lahori. Mia Young Lee. Andrew Jeffrey Lee Lewis. Olivia Rose Yanas. Vincent Yanas. Solomon Lubar. Shane Connor Lynch. Kimberly Corinne Lyon.
Christos Demetrius Melis. Hannah Catherine Elise Malch. Laisha Sky Malch. Ali Kashif Mansour. Matthew P. Markison. Michelle Rose Markison. Christian Conrad Morawski. Raymond Allen Martin. Severe Mascara. Emma Maurer. Mustafa Macon. Jessica Mason. Tristan McCrate. Sadie McVeigh. John Meisner. Diana Christina Mendez. Jesse Diago Sanders Mendiola. Soraya A. Miller. Caleb Christian Mister. George Paul Modi. Camille Jordan Montgomery. Angelino Morgano. Ryan Thomas Mortensen. Daniel Moser. Susan Muldowney. Daniel Nelson. Tariq Jamar Williams Nemhart.
Yes, sir.
Sophie Marie New. Saeed Nagesson. Kevin Elijah Norris. Angeli C. Norton. Joshua M. Oberst. Casey Ann O'Hare. Sophie Miriam Hackman. Natalie Catherine Padovano.
I did it!
Danya Joe Haley. Reese Julianne Parrish. Hatton Sharf Parker. Alexis Christine Patterson. Brandon Kai Peace. Kai Marie Kapati Panoski. Michaela Ann Perret. Eric Abraham Perlin. Calvin Perry. Hunter James Peterson. Hudson Patrick Pettit. Aaron J. Hole. Jessica Lauren Polish. Campbell Hope. Lord Nicholas Porfilio. Owen Michael Porter. Marius D. Howell. Jack Melvin Rayton. Jaden LaRon Ramsey. Lucy Rose Recht. Grace Aaron Richards. Meredith Marie Rydick. Brady Patrick Reason. Gabriella Nicole Robinson. Taylor A. Robinson. Talia Reutberg. Joshua Rosales. Annabelle Rose Rossman. Raymond Angelo B. Rufo. Hunter Rune. Sydney Alia Sablan. Delshawn Sanders. Katie Angeli Sanacola. Devaki Farida Sagoda Salil Sano. Lamont Sargent. Marley June Satrin. Sophie Bella Schnoll. Eliana Schwad. Nicholas M. Scott. Jacob Ari Secunda. Annika Lena Seam. David Thomas Siri. Connor Edward Salbach. Roman Sevenich. Una Sewell. Alexandria Marie Simon. Lexus Slocum. Ariana Cheyenne Jean Smith. Lauren Marie Soike. Jasmine R. Springfield. Daniela Steinberg. Dylan Carl Steinhagen. Hannah Stedler. Kate Strelo. Alan Stribling IV. Noah Frank Suker. Alexander Bishop Sotomayor. Sarah Carol Sullivan. Xavier Michael Thomas. Zaire William Thomas. Liam James Thompson. Annika Renee Tim.
Did it!
Atthias Kalel Tipton. Jack William Tobin. Joseph Anthony Toko. Carson Patrick Trimborn. Lillian Claire Tunsil. Taylor Yasmin Valentine. Tyler Josiah Valentine. Victor Ariel Vargas Mattias. Hudson August Varing. Abigail Elise Skylar Bryn Voigt. Nathan Voigt. Benjamin Joseph Wagner. Madeline Hage Walder. Olivia Catherine Weisman. Benjamin Harris Westfall. Tavares L. White, Jr. Eva Grace Whitney. Ethan Mariner Weibel. Anaya S. Williams. Lindsay Williams. Shalimar Wilson. Grant Harrison Moses Winston. Madeline Wojciechowski. Renisha Monique Woods. Owen McAllister Worlton. Hattie Yang. Amelia Hope Kundi Zentner. John F. Zimmerman.
Will the Nicolet High School class of 2020 please rise? As is tradition to mark the passage from student to alumni, I now ask the graduates to please take hold of their tassels and move it from the right side of the mortarboard to the left side. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, the community, and to the world, the Nicolet High School class of 2020. Congratulations.
Dear class of 2020, I wanted to take a moment to say thank you for all you've done over this year and the last 4 years. You've made Nicolet a better place. I love the way you've treated each other. I love the way you cheered for each other. And I'm excited to see what happens in the next chapter of your life. Please come back and visit us anytime. Once a night, always a night. Take care.
Dear class of 2020, I miss seeing you every day. I miss your faces. You are fabulous. I wish you the best of luck in your journeys.
Dear class of 2020, I just wanted to wish you well and wish you the best. Within the 4 years that I've known a lot of you, you've grown tremendously, and because of that, I know you will have success after high school. So again, good luck, and hopefully I'll get to see you all soon.
Nicolet class of 2020. It's very cliche yet very true. Life is about the journey and not the destination. So make a lot of great relationships, enjoy the ride, and be happy and healthy. Best of luck to all of you.
Dear class of 2020, you have proven to everyone that you can do difficult things.
Dear class of 2020, as you've experienced this year, life can change very fast. Make sure you take advantage of all the opportunities life has to offer. Stay in touch with family and friends, and always remember to be kind to others, as you're never sure of what others may be going through. Good luck, seniors.
Dear class of 2020, dream big, strive for greatness, change the world, and know that if you ever need a pep talk to keep going, we're here for you.
Dear class of 2020, I am so proud of your resilience, your strength, and your kindness.
Dear class of 2020, don't let the last part of your senior year define who you are. In fact, don't let your high school career define who you are, and don't let the first 18 years of your life define who you are or who you're going to be. Go out into the world, do some big things. Always remember you're a part of the Nicolet family. Come back and visit anytime. Congratulations, and go Knights.
Dear class of 2020, it has been my pleasure to watch you grow the past 4 years. Best wishes on your future plans, and we'll miss you. Mwah.
We know that each of you has the ability to succeed. The choice is yours. You need to believe in yourself and put in the effort. You may fail along the way, and that's okay, even necessary in order to grow. So graduate, grow, and succeed. Congratulations.
You have come through some pretty crazy times. I can't wait to hear about all the things that each of you accomplish in the next 4 years and beyond. Best wishes to the class of 2020.
When I remember the class of 2020, I'll remember their hard work, but especially the way they supported each other.
We know that this is not how you wanted your senior year to end. But we also know that your high school career is so much more than the last 2 months. And if anything, this experience is really preparing you for adulthood. It doesn't always turn out how you think it shoulda, it coulda, or would've. And you gotta learn how to adapt and adjust and be resilient. And so if that doesn't work out for you, class of 2020, I recommend you just do what this guy does and just take a nap.
In 4 years, the class of 2020 has accomplished so much. They've told many stories, they've completed many missions, and they've done this all through perseverance, grit, and an attitude second to none. Thank you so much for being a part of this school, and we look forward to you being a part of this school for years and years to come. We look forward to seeing you again, and all the visits and all the opportunities that you are about to take on as you leave on a new adventure. Please send them back. Please let us know how you're doing. We look forward to seeing the class of 2020 for years to come.
I will remember my resource and the people that I let in, and I wish that I had a chance to say goodbye to you all and tell you how much I care for you.
We know you will do great things in the future, class of 2020. You've learned how to acquire the skills you need to reach your goals, and maybe more importantly, you've learned the resilience and the determination to push through when things don't go according to your plan. Go get them, 2020.
I will remember a resource period and seeing how many seniors we could fit around the table of learning. I wish you all the best and hope you are always seeking out your own table of learning in the future.
Hello, class of 2020. Woohoo! I just wanted to do that one last time. Those of you who've had me as a teacher know that I have started every single day that way for my classes. And that is my cheer for you. As you go off into your whatever it is you're going to do, please remember that you have the resilience to make whatever you want happen. I am so happy to have met so many of you. I am so proud of how you have gotten through the end of this year. Class of 2020, woohoo!
I'd like to read you something from one of my favorite soccer people, Roger Bennett, who's in Men in Blazers. High school seniors are out there, what's next? College, adulthood, careers, parenthood, with increased and preternatural perspective. Your graduation is shot, but holy crap if you won't have the most amazing 20s because you're going to make the most of them. You understand at an exceedingly young age, life's landmarks are precarious and fragile. The milestones we lose now are, in some cases, gone. You can't sugarcoat that, but it will make what's to come so much sweeter. In that spirit, to life, to love, to strength, to courage.
If I could tell you just one more thing.
One more thing.
One more thing. One more thing.
One more thing.
One more thing.
Una cosa más.
One more thing.
Just two more things.
One more thing. One last thing.
You persevered through a pandemic your senior year. Imagine what you can do from here.
If experience is the teacher of all things, then you, the class of 2020, you are ready to go.
You do not have to have your life figured out by 18. It's all right to take some time and try different things.
Make sure your calculator is in the right mode.
Remember how amazing you are.
If you can make it through the difficulties of this past year, you're going to come out even stronger on the other side. You went into your senior year as incredible young adults, and you're going to go into your future as even more resilient and amazing adults.
Surround yourself with really great people who make you happy and make your life better, and have as much fun with them as you can, because it makes all the difference.
Life moves fast, but we get to keep the memories forever, so make the most of every day.
Think of others. I feel like so many of our world's problems would go away if we did a better job of thinking of others and their needs and trying to help each other out.
Light it up, class of 2020. Make the world a fabulous place.
Always keep your bail money in your socks.
Have a healthy day. For those of you that have had me over the course of the last 4 years, you know that that's how we end every class period. But now, as you're ready to move on, take the next steps in your life, I am going to say, have a physically, emotionally, socially, environmentally healthy life. Have a healthy life.
You can't always take life so seriously. Sometimes you just need to slow down and have a laugh.
Take ownership of your actions and to learn from your mistakes.
Follow your heart, but make sure you take your brain with you.
Tough times don't last. Tough people do. And that you need to fail fast to succeed sooner.
Que viajéis, pero más que turistas. Si nunca habéis vivido como minoría lingüística y cultural, vale la pena. La perspectiva que se gana así es inestimable.
The quality of the person that you are is really based on the quality of the relationships you have. So when you meet someone, give them the benefit of the doubt. Give them a smile. Let them know you're listening to them. Appreciate people who are around you. Always, always be honest. You'll never ever go to bed feeling bad if you follow those simple rules. And if anything, you will make a difference in the world by the person you are.
Thank you, class of 2020.
Thank you.